Hi everyone, thank you for being here and thank you for being part of this channel. I very much appreciate your comments. If so inclined, please like and subscribe. Do what you want to do. It's your world. And that brings us to the vibe. Hi, I'm Holly, by the way, psychic medium and energy reader. Interesting. I didn't expect this message. This is not where we were going with it. Hey little baby, come on up. I just heard, well, if it's so easy, everyone would do it. Whoa, okay, and that had a little bit of attitude behind it. So I don't know if I'm picking up on someone in the living or if I'm picking up on a dead person. Oh, and this person just wants to hang out and watch the proceedings. That's not how we're going to do this. Please, it's time for you to cross over and then we will chat. How about that? You can come and go as you please. All right, well, good for you. I guess you don't need me and you don't need my help. But I know I'm being snarky too. All right, open the gateway, please. You knew it was there. Why didn't you go in? You know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you passed. It really doesn't. You know that. But it's hard. I get it. I absolutely get it. Oh, is that what I was feeling earlier? All right. You were in the 90s, 1990s? Okay. I wish you peace on your journey. It's hard work. Thank you for what you did. Yeah. Archangel Michael was here to facilitate this, but I was facilitating. He was the one doing the work. But in this instance, Archangel Raziel was here too. I think that person also did the same kind of work. As in with the mediumship. There are different types of mediumship, and there are niches. And the one that I fit into, and I feel like that person did too, which was female, by the way. She was middle-aged when she passed. She, I believe, was also a death walker, and it took its toll on her. So, yeah. She has moved on. No wonder. Earlier today, like it's still really early, but I get up insanely early. And I know this is not a normal video for the beginning of the week, but welcome. And I feel like there's a message in that for someone else too. And we're getting ready to get into the vibe of it. The vibe, the current, the overarching dominant vibe for the majority of the people in the collective. So, but earlier today, I was having these horrible feelings, and I kept thinking, that's not like me. That's just not like me. Why does this feel so close and sound like my own voice, though? And now I know why. It was someone who did similar work who probably was a whole lot like me. Now she would be, well, if she was in her, I think she was in her 40s, almost 50, in the 90s. Okay. So, anyway, let's get to it. In early 90s, I think. So, yeah. So, anyway, no, that's not right. Patrice? I think that's it. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, she's moved on. Everything's good. And maybe this headache will stop now. All right, so anyway, I'm an energy reader, and obviously this is part of it. And I like to pull a mug. Isn't this beautiful? I just love this so much. It's like my writable, but it's a little fancier. And I found it at Target. And so there's nothing on it. There's no writing on it. It's just a perfect size, shape, and almost the color of clay. And, whoo, and I just got dizzy. All right, so, what's going on? Oh, thank you. The one that crossed just came through because she transitioned quickly saying, I'm bestowing a gift upon you. Okay, she's definitely, because that's not language she would have used before. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am profoundly grateful. Thank you. Hope. It's hopeful. I feel hopeful. Okay, that's part of the message. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. But with this mug and the current and the energy for the collective, it's write your own story. And I almost got out my Sharpie and wrote it on the side of this mug. It's time for you to mold and shape and create your own story. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm getting other things too. So, 'tis the season. So anyway, yeah. Think about what you're thinking about the thoughts that you hold, think about the plans. Don't let other people dictate your life. Don't let other people tell you who you are. You mold and shape your life like a piece of clay, and you decide what it is that you want. If you are unhappy in your life, if you are bored, if you're discontent, if you're thoroughly content and people are telling you you shouldn't be, well, forget them. You know what? It's okay. You be you and do what you need to do. It's your existence. This is your life. This is your chapter in your book of the soul. Okay? All right. Cheers. And this is some fancy schmancy coffee, by the way. I treat it myself. Oh, it's so good. It's still the store brand, but it's like a chocolate covered orange flavored. Oh my gosh. I know it sounds weird, but it's so good. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to leave this here because I'll be sipping on that the whole time. So I'm glad I pulled these ahead of time. And I was wondering, well, why am I in such a rush? Well, now I know why. We had stuff to do this first part of this video. So the Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care. I pulled one from that deck. Oh, let me get my glasses. And it's, I am more than my struggles. Isn't that beautiful? And yeah, I wanted to get a short today with something in nature. It is just too cold and too rainy. It's just nasty out right now. Okay, I know, beauty in every season, whatever. Yeah, I am more than my struggles. You better believe you are. You are more than your struggles. Just like Patrice was more than her struggles. And thank you for the gift. I'm curious to see what it will be, and I'll try to dig into that later. And I also pulled from another deck of affirmations. It's the Daily Affirmations, the Mindful Collective, the Mindful Collective Daily Affirmations. So here's the box. It's really pretty. And the card, they repeat the images, so it doesn't really mean anything, unless that means something to you particularly. But this message is, it is always the right time to start. And I thought, that is perfect. So I'm going to see if I can put that here too, because that goes along with this shaping yourself like a piece of clay. Make your life in whatever way you want. Everybody is so worried about purpose, and sometimes the purpose is just to be happy. Just to be happy. Cheers. Okay, let's take a look at the Queen of the Sun Oracle, because now we need to get into an actual reading. This is going to be for the week, and I feel like this is time sensitive, so parts of it will be like the vibe, the energy. You can take that anytime. The affirmations, the crossing work. However, I feel like this is going to be specific to, actually not this week, but the first half of November. So this is going to be specific to November of this calendar year, 2025. What is the message from the Queen of the Sun Oracle, please? All right, this one. Ha. Oh, on the bottom of the death. Death. Spirit, that was not just a slip of me not having the correct word. What's going on? It's related to death walking. So what we just did with that spirit, that Patrice, that needed to move on. Okay, that's going to be ramping up big time. Ramping up. Oh, they want me to say, if something is not yours, a pain, a feeling, an emotion. If you're wondering, am I going crazy? What's wrong with me? I wouldn't normally think this or be like, that could be what it is. So get calm, get quiet, ask your guides to step in, call on Archangel Michael and say, please remove whatever is attached to me that doesn't serve my purpose, or doesn't serve the highest good. This person needs to transition and move on. No one should have to suffer That person had a life that is now gone, but they choose not to move into the light where it is truly a blessing and a gift and a wonderment. It is a wonderment of treasures there if you just go into that light. So, all right, let's start over again. Truth. I'm also hearing, because I'm really looking at the card now, and someone is ripping off a mask. So it's going to be the death of the old ways, as well as learning the truth about a situation. Important. That is really important. Okay. And yeah, the friend gave me this deck, and I always leave it out, but it's like that one today. So, and then this card is called Will, like willpower, will, your personal will. I think that was part of the gift that she gave me. Yeah. Anyway, for the collective, do you see how those ropes or she was tied up in ropes, sort of like with that swords card where the person is sitting in the circle of swords? Yeah. Was that the 8 of swords? I'm not sure. But it's a bunch of swords. But anyway, just like that, she is no longer accepting this as her fate. She has the willpower. Every single person has willpower. Even in death, you have willpower to say no to crossing. This is someone who's going inward. She is going in to change the cycle. She is going inward instead of looking outward and looking for others to give her the information and the answers she needs. She is going inward. And I suggest all of you do this. This is a general reading. Please be aware of that. This is a general reading. Anything you see online is going to be a general reading. Go within. Things happen. Life happens. Things change. You decide what you want your life to look like. You have the willpower to do so. Yes, this one or that one? No, this one? Okay. All right, we are now going to use, to get more specific messages, the Arcanum Tarot. All right. Let's get all these together. All right. The number 7 is popping up a lot too. That card was number 7, the bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. But it's just the number 7 that's important here. That is a very spiritual number in terms of, in numerology. Those with the life path of 7 very often are workers in the mystical arts, shall we say. And that's normally not how I would phrase it, so that is of importance all on its own. Also, there is a message coming through that if someone thinks that they are going to get something over on someone, they are sadly mistaken. Ooh. Ooh. And now I'm hearing take heed. That's coming from a protector. So this is a protector spirit. Boy, this reading it's going to be all over the place because there's a lot going on. What was it I said last week? Get your rest now because you're going to hit the ground running on on Monday. Well, here we go. Everyone is going to I love this phrase. It's a good old Southern phrase. Everybody's going to, and it doesn't matter what religion you are, it makes sense. So everybody's going to have their come to Jesus moment this week. So if you've been keeping your nose clean, if you've been doing what you can to live as right as you possibly can according to your morals and principles, then hey, you've got nothing to worry about. But if someone has been deceptive or devious, the mask is getting ready to come off. You're about to be outed and exposed as devious and deceitful, and that is going to come back to bite you hard. All right. And as I was saying that, the deck that, well, it's in my hands, but it fell open, and it fell open to the Justice card. Interesting. Woo, all right. Yeah. Someone has been wishing ill harm on someone else. That's about to come to a close too. So the ill harm is taking the form of bad health. Somebody needs to clean their act up and only worry about themselves. That's the bottom line of it. Because if not, here's what's going to happen. The sun, these 3 jumped out. This one landed on the floor. The Sun card, best possible card in the deck. The Sun card is brilliance. It's life. It's the life force. It's the glow of the all that is around you. Now, Even though it is not the World card, I also feel like something is coming full circle. So, this is for the collective. You're about to step into your light. And if someone has been watching, scheming, plotting, wishing you ill health, ill harm, or even for you to be hurt, it's because they are hurt. But that does not make an excuse for the actions. Someone has been doing this, and I'm convinced of it. So if this is your reading, you don't have to do a thing. Do not boomerang that. Do not throw it back at them. Life will take care of it. People create their own misery. So you live in the sun, you live in the light, you just live well. You shield and protect yourself, get your protection team involved. But the person or people, because for some of you it's a small group, it's a very small group of people, like 2 or 3. I think it was bigger, maybe 5 at one point, but then it started to drift off. So there are about 2 or 3 people if it's a group. Or it could just be one individual who just has a really incredibly strong willpower, and they are just by their negativity forcing that. So it may not be something they're actively even trying to do. Now the group of 2 or 3, they're actively trying to hurt you. But the individual is just kind of sad and wounded. But that's not your issue. You didn't create it. That person, if they don't change their ways, this come to Jesus moment I'm talking about this week, which is you better make yourself right with whatever you believe in. They're about to have a 5 of Pentacles moment. And what that means is that is not a tower. A tower changes things, and it could be for the betterment of all. A 5 of Pentacles mean you're about to be out in the cold. I don't know about you, but I don't like the cold. Man, I sure do like this coffee, though. That is delicious. All right. Now, you don't have to do anything is the great news. That is the great news. You don't have to do anything. But other people who wish you harm, it's going to come back to bite them if they're not careful. All right. Now, and this could be in any situation. This could be, for some of you, it's even a work group. A work group, personal relationships. I don't think it's anything within a family unit. So, unless you don't consider yourself family. But it feels more like a work-based, community-based, or personally-based situation. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, the moon. This one jumped out. So there is hidden knowledge coming to light. The truth is going to be revealed. All things come out in the light of day. How many times and how many ways can I say that? Everything comes out in the light of day. Isn't that right? All right, now, this was sort of jutting out to the side. I thought it was like 2 cards. It's like 4 or 5. All right, we're going to put that to the side. I think that's the future. This is the immediate, and this is that hidden knowledge. Ooh, okay. Got all excited. So, Knight of Swords, coming in with truth and justice, and cutting like a hot knife through cold butter, cutting through to the truth. Okay? Cutting through to the truth with wisdom. And 6 of Wands. Now, this is the victory card. This is the victory lap. This is someone who's rising to the top. And I'm seeing a picture of, I'm getting all these old Southern phrases and images. It's like if you're churning, I promise you some of you have never churned butter, but or shaken the jar of cream to make butter or whatever. But anytime, it's like when you have cream, that's how you can make butter at home. And it's when the cream rises, or when the solids rise to the top, that's when it's like the cream rising to the top to get the best part, which is really yummy butter. It will clog your arteries just looking at it, but my word, it's good. So something about the rising to the top, and it's sort of like you're separating the liquidy, which eventually would all become And see, that's what this person doesn't seem to understand. Eventually, it all becomes better. You just got to keep working it. But they don't want to. They want the easy way. And they want to hurt you in the process because you've been working your behind off. So, what I suggest is you keep doing what you're doing because you, and I spent way too much time on that cream analogy and I couldn't even get the phrase right, but, or metaphor, whatever. But it's going to come through swiftly and with precision. I am getting that. So you are going to get information that will come through, hidden information that no one wanted you to know. You'll know if you're not sure who this is right now, you will know definitively. You will know what the situation is, who the players are, what they did, and it will come through with precision, accuracy, and you're going to rise to the top no matter what. You are going to shine. You are going to glow. You are rising to the top of everything, not just emotionally, not just physically, not with your health. You are seeing the truth of everyone around you. That's important, and that's what I just heard. You are seeing the truth of everyone around you, and you will know without a shadow of a doubt what the motivations are. Okay. Well, all right. Now, so what's in the future? Because we're not worried about this 3 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles person. We are only going to look at, because this is the collective, the Sun and the 6 of Wands. That is pretty darn good. All right, so what have we got here for the one that is coming to, ooh, my hand itches. So this is someone who is coming into their fruitful period. So you've got the Ace of Wands. We had that last week. You were coming into your own passion. You were learning that you're not dead yet, honey. So you are learning to rise to the top of your field, of your profession, of your emotions, of your physical health, of your physical wellness. All of that other stuff is about to finally be in the past. 3 of Pentacles. Now, this could be you coming into a new work situation or you coming into work with yourself in terms of not believing that everything has to be a struggle. Not everything has to be a struggle, and people are not always out to get you. That is a feeling, I think, for someone in the collective, because you're about to come into a 2 of Cups situation. Now, this could be that you don't have to make, it's like you don't have to do anything to make the bad karma boomerang back, okay? You don't have to do that. You just, if you do that, I think you're just going to draw more darkness to you and more pain and agony to you. But this one is, you just keep being you and all the good things flow to you. And when all the good things flow to you, that's when you are the star. And your cup is replenished all the time. Your wish is fulfilled. At the beginning of the reading with this deck, we had the Sun and we end with the star. That's amazing. And that's a really good sign. Now, I think you've already been through most of the chaos and the drama. So, you are about to go into your period of fruitfulness, success, and I think the success is the 3 of Pentacles specifically. But you are getting ready to, you are moving out of the darkness and into the light, whereas other people may just be at the beginning of their coming to terms with who they are, what they've done, or what they've been thinking about, maybe that they haven't even told other people about. So it's, wish them well, wish them peace. We don't want to hurt anyone or wish harm on anyone, because that will find a way to hurt us eventually. But, yeah. And Patrice is stepping back in, and in all her, she is glittery now. This woman is just glowing and full of glitter is what it looks like. She transitioned super fast. She had a lot of knowledge, though. She had a lot of knowledge of the spirit world. I'm kind of surprised she chose to stay this long. But I don't think she was in a good headspace at the time that she passed, and not I mean, it was like she chose to for a reason. I don't know why. We're not going to get into that. That's her choice. But she is here with a warning, though. She's like, don't wish ill harm on others and don't take on other people's stuff as yours, because it isn't. And I think that's what happened to her. Okay. If you want to call back your hope, there is, with the energy retrieval, I did a video on that. I think I also did a video on a hope retrieval, and it's done slightly differently, and it's a lot more gentle because you may not have the energy to call it back to yourself. But it's just a nightly phrase you say before going to sleep. So if you're interested in that, you could say, and you could substitute any word, your hope, your joy, your love, your health, your whatever. But you can do that, and you can find it on the channel. Just go to the search box, type in Holly Speaks to Spirit. And if you type in the word retrieval, it'll probably pull up anything with that in the wording. But I did also include it in the comment section of the community comment page on the home page of the channel. So, okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there. That was a whole lot. So if you have been feeling, if you've been having feelings, whether they're physical, emotional, that you feel like are not yours, because you're like, I don't understand, when did I become this person? Take a look at what others may be going through, or just call in your protection teams, call on the archangels and the beings of light to come in, ask them to step in and remove anything from you. Ask them to transmute it and turn it into something positive to heal the earth or the world or whatever you want. But I would advise against sending it back to someone, because that will just create more stress and strife. They're going to do a pretty good job of condemning themselves to whatever they want to go through or whatever they are going through. So just try to remember to always take the high road. And I love what Wayne Dyer, he died, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I guess. Someone said 2 years ago, maybe it was more than, I don't remember, in the comments one time, but loved his books. He never claimed to be a psychic or a medium, but he was a self-help and motivational coach, and brilliant at it. I loved his books. And anyway, but Wayne Dyer, D-Y-E-R, he always said, take the high road, there's less traffic up there. And I'm sure he got that from someone too, but it's a good phrase, and I've used it a lot over the years. So anyway, be well, take care, enjoy your perfect soul, even if it is rainy and cold where you live. Hopefully it isn't. I know a lot of people are still in recovery and are lost from some pretty severe weather in other parts of the world. So let's try to be mindful to always be grateful for where we are, what we have, even if it is in the midst of chaos. I am sending you love and gratitude. Thank you so much, and we will talk really, really soon. All right, bye.